it's Von Barron here at your jazzdrumschool.com YouTube channel. Aloha, hope you're doing well. So in this lesson, I want to give you a really easy way to start trusting your ideas during your solos. So I'm a big fan of ideas solos. What I mean by ideas drum solos are, you're not playing licks. You're not playing stuff that, I just feel comfortable playing this pattern across the drum set. We want to play music, and especially when we play jazz. That's our goal, because we need to connect whatever we're playing here on the drum kit to what everybody else is playing in the band in a more intimate way, in a more detailed way, in a more precise way than we do with pretty much any other style of music, okay? And not meaning like, fusion jazz, you've got this really precision and maybe different meters going on and everybody's playing kicks and fills together. Not that kind of precision. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the sax player has his ideas, and I'm going to go with the sax player's ideas, and I'm going to interject my ideas into what the sax player is playing during his or her solo, or the piano solo, or the guitar solo, or the bass solo, or whatever. It's about that interaction. And our solos should be no different. And one of the things that we do oftentimes when we sit down and we want to solo on the drums is we play too fast. All we do is play the licks that we know, play the stuff, we start speeding up, getting louder and faster, and we think, oh, that's a solo, we're playing solo. No, because when we take that to the bandstand, it's not going to work so good, especially in a jazz drumming context. So what you want to do instead is the opposite. Sit down and play slowly. Play slow drum solos. Let your ideas emanate. Let your ideas come out of you, okay? Rather than trying to pound ideas into the drums, let them come from you first, okay? And one of the best ways to do that is to practice your solos slow. Because you're doing two things for your brain. You're letting your brain have a chance to really think about what it is it wants to play, the first thing. And you're also naturally going to be interjecting space. And space is going to be your best friend when you want to create interesting drum solos. Okay, so what do I mean by this? All right, let me give you an example. I'm going to just play real, not too fast. Like 1, 2, 2, da. I'm going to swing it for you, all right? And I'm just going to play a solo about this tempo, and I'm just going to allow my ideas to flow, okay? I'm just going to give myself that space and that time to be creative, all right? Check it out. 1, 2, 1. All right, so you feeling me? You see what I'm doing here? All I'm doing is playing slow. And it just invites creativity. Now, one thing that I want you to know about the way I solo is that I'm a linear soloist, okay? I think in lines, I think in melodic phrases. I don't think layered. So in drumming, we have a couple of different solo styles. One is layered style, where we play a lot of like meaty kind of fills or things together, combinations of our feet and hands, okay? Where we play things in unison, or there's a lot of that layering effect where we have four limbs and we're constantly engaging those four limbs at the same time, in fact. So that's why I call it layered soloing. And then there's linear soloing, which is what I do, which is I think of these lines, you know, and I paint them out onto the drum set. So there's no right or wrong here, but what I do want to say is that if you think linearly, if you think in lines, things are going to be a little easier for you, okay? If you come at it the traditional drumming way, which is I've got to do it layered, I've got to play this pattern, then to this pattern, and I'm, you know, crashing with the cymbal at the same time I'm playing the bass drum, and I'm doing this lick, it's really going to be hard, I think, to be creative. The real creativity I've found, and may not agree with me, but this is just my take on it, is in linear approach. And if you want to get really good solos, I encourage you to do it that way. So practice it really slow so you can learn it fast, something I teach a lot at jazzdrumschool.com. And try that linear approach. Think like a sax player. A sax player really can't play more than one note at a time, okay? They can't play chords on their instrument, on a standard saxophone, okay? So think like a sax player. Think like a horn player. They're going to play lines, right? So if we approach drums in a similar fashion, and it doesn't mean every single note is going to be linear. Sometimes I do crash the cymbal together with a bass drum or whatever. But if you can think that way, you're going to open yourself up to so much more creativity. Now, if you want to dive deeper into drum soloing, go to jazzdrumschool.com, check out my jazz drum soloing course. It'll kick you in the butt, and it will take you to a level of soloing that you've not been to before. That is for sure. All right? As always, thanks for connecting. If you liked the video, like it. Be sure to share it with your friends. And be sure to subscribe so you know when new videos are coming out. And drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Is this the way you like to solo? Are you a linear soloist? You like to practice slowly to work on your solos and get those creative juices flowing? Or you just like to jump right in and go for it? I'd love to hear from you. All right? Keep swinging, my friend.